Good morning, Operation Enduring Warrior family. This is Danny Stokes coming at you live from Seattle, Washington with workout of the day number 8 in a series of 26 workouts in preparation for WOD Chaos Reigns. And guess what today is? July. And guess what's happening in July? WOD. We are at D-17. 17 days until chaos reigns. What are you doing to prepare for chaos? Today what I'm doing is a workout that's got 2 components. I was at a loss for words there for a second. Alright, today's workout. Let me show you what we got. You're going to love this one. It's a pretty low intensity, which is sort of unusual for this programming. Like I said, D-17. You're going to start out with some deadlifts. 5 sets of 5 repetitions of deadlift. Now, before you actually start on your set of 5, it's a good idea to warm up to that weight. So your set of 5, you should almost be maxed out as a 5-set as a 5-rep max. As a matter of fact, by that final set, you should be at max effort. So if you have to add weight through the series, that's fine. But on that first set of 5 reps, you want to be pretty much in the target area of where you're going to end. So the rest period between those sets is whatever you need, couple minutes. Like I said, this one is not a high intensity one. Then once you're done with your deadlifts, you're going to go to death by pull-up. I'll explain that in a second. So 2 components for today's workout. The death by pull-up. What you're going to do is, with the continuous running clock, you're going to do 1 repetition of pull-up the first minute, and then you're going to rest for the remainder of that 1-minute period, however much time you have left over after your 1 rep. And then during the 2nd minute, you're going to knock out 2 pull-ups and then rest for the remainder of the minute. And then during your 3rd minute, you're going to knock out 3 pull-ups and then rest. And you see how this is going. It's going to be quite easy for the first few minutes, but then the work demand will start to accumulate. You will continue to do that with your running clock until you cannot perform that number of pull-up repetitions within that numbered minute. For example, if you're on the 10th minute and you're banging out your pull-ups and you only get 9, and then the top of the minute occurs, then you stop, and your score would be 9. So your goal is to continue for as many minutes as possible. It's going to be a increasing workload and a decreasing rest period. So that's going to be a good one. Now for your deadlifts, I've already done a couple of warm-up sets, but let me just point out a couple points of performance for deadlift, just in case you need a refresher. So I got me a handy-dandy barbell here, 45-pound universal bar. You're going to approach the bar till your shins are touching, feet about shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointed out, depending on what you like with your knees. And then you're going to grab the bar right outside of where your hands are. Weight in your heels, butt sitting way back, chest forward, back flat. And drag that bar right up your shins to a standing position. At the top of the deadlift, your hips are all the way open, arms are straight. And then to set the weight back down, the bottom of the deadlift, you're going to put your butt back and lower that bar right back down. Same glide path as it came up. Full speed, it looks like this. So that was a little warm-up set of 10 reps. Pretty lightweight, just 95 pounds. I'm gonna do a couple more warm-up sets, and then my target for the 5 reps of 5 sets is gonna be about 235. So that's more or less, I don't know, 70 or 75% of my 1 rep max. But I haven't been doing pull-ups lately in my programming, so I'm gonna take it a little bit easy on the deadlifts. And if that applies to you as well, if you haven't done deadlifts lately, then go a little bit lighter than what you think you can, because you want to make sure that you're not hitting it too hard right out of the gates if you haven't done deadlifts lately. If you have been including deadlifts in your programming, then you should work up to a 5 rep max by that final set and go for it. Deadlift is the most important lift that you can put in your PT program. And it's going to be crucial for chaos reigns, because I guarantee you're going to be lifting stuff out there on that course. Maybe even one another. Maybe even me. Okay, so a couple of things to avoid on the deadlift. No rounded back. I'll show you what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to actually do it that way. If your back looks like this, when you're picking up your bar, you are wrong. As soon as you feel your back start to round like that, just go ahead and drop the weight. That's a good way to shear a vertebrae right off of your spine. So you want your back flat, you want your chest forward. You should look like a caveman or a gorilla. Like this. Big chest, back flat, butt sticking way out. Man. Hey, another common error to avoid on the deadlift is standing too far back from the bar. So if you're standing way back here and reaching forward to grab the bar, then it's going to drive your chest into the ground. You're going to be bent over trying to pick it up. That's wrong. Your chest should be forward. Imagine you got on body armor and you want to face the enemy with your body armor. You don't want to tip your head over like that. What else on points of performance? That's about all that comes to mind. You can do the normal conventional grip on the bar, or you can do the opposed grip if you like, which means one hand turned over and one hand turned this way. And for these heavy ones, you probably want to do a hook grip. So a hook grip, I'll demonstrate it with this little dumbbell here. You're going to grab onto your thumb underneath those fingers and hold it like that. That's the hook grip. If you got wrist straps, that's fine. You can use the wrist straps on your deadlift, but try not to depend on them too much. After all, you want to also improve your grip strength. But if your grip is failing, you got to use the straps, and you still got some more strength in your reserves, go for it. Now, if you don't have a barbell and you got to improvise, by all means, whatever is heavy that's in your area that you can lift up and put down, do it. You can use dumbbells, kettlebells, sandbags. You can use a partner. You can use your kid. You can do tire flips. A million different alternatives to the deadlift if you don't have a barbell. But there's not much better than the actual barbell. Alright, so I'm going to put some more weight on my bar and do another warm-up set. If you got any questions or comments, put them on there. Good morning, Jennifer Rainey. I don't know if Catfish is with you right now, but tell him good morning too. Franklin. Jimmy Charlo. Jeremy, did you do that bike ride up there at Bay City yesterday with Highlands? That looked fun. All right, if you just joined us, Jennifer and Jeremy, today's workout is deadlifts. We're doing 5 sets of 5 reps. No time component. And right now I'm just still working up to my 5 reps. I'll spin this around so you can see. Todd Love says, get to work. Heard that, brother. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, here's the workout for you guys. You're doing deadlifts, 5 repetitions, followed by another 5, another 5, another 5, and another 5. Then take your little break. Then you're going to do death by pull-up. Bob Ambreen. Good morning to you, sir. It's an interesting name. All right, still getting warmed up here. Alright, we got, what's this, 185. Let's see, we get about 6 of these bad boys. Alright, so I'm still working up to my target weight. That was 185. I'll probably go up about another 50 and then start my 5x5s. After that, put my stuff away in the ruck truck, and then I'm going to walk down the street to the pull-up bar and knock out my death by pull-ups. Alright, Papa Nate says, what if you can only do 1 pull-up? Perfect. Knock out your 1 pull-up, and then you would be done with death by pull-up. However, I would encourage you to do a scale or modification after that 1 pull-up. So some options are to do a banded pull-up. So if you have a big elastic band that you can girth hitch onto the bar, pull it down, put a foot in there, and do a banded assisted pull-up, and then just do 2 of those and 3 of those and keep going. If you don't have a band, another option is a jumping pull-up. So get a pull-up bar that's a little bit higher than your face, and then you're going to jump to the top of the bar and then lower yourself down so you can continue to do the jumping pull-ups. You can do assisted pull-ups with a partner, so somebody can from behind can assist you as you get to the top of the bar and then lower yourself down on that negative. Or if you have gymnastics rings, or if you have TRX straps, you can hang those from the bar and then do an inverted row, pulling yourself up to a standing position. So a lot of alternatives there for the pull-ups. Hopefully that answered your question. Papa Nate. Papa, like a potato. But thank you for that question. I don't think you guys want to watch me do all my deadlifts, so I'm going to turn the video off, but I'll leave it up for about another minute to take any questions or comments. And that was a real good one on how to scale the pull-ups. Thank you for that. Hey, did I mention that we're only 17 days away from Chaos Reigns? if you're watching this video and doing this PT program, I hope it's because you're training for the WOD Trilogy event in Ohio on July 18th and 19th. That's what I'm training for. So this programming is designed specifically to get our MAP members, our honorees, and our OCAs prepared for that race within a 26-day period. We started 10 days ago. This is workout number 8. All right, I'm warmed up and about ready to go on my pull-ups, my 5x5. Hey, I'll show you a couple of tools you can use to help with some of the maintenance on back and other muscles. So what I got here is a couple of lacrosse balls that are just taped together with some athletic tape, which creates a little space right here where your spine goes. And you can just lean this up against a wall. Let me turn it. Yeah, just put the lacrosse ball behind you. And then you can sort of do like a self-massage. Your back will thank you for it. Another option is on the ground or on the floor. You can roll out them knots. And then the other tool I got with me here, I'll show you real quick, is just a foam roller. So I'll probably wait till after the workout and then roll back and forth across that a few times. Listen to all my joints creak and pop. Okay, it looks like no more questions, so train hard. Hit me up if I can be of any help with your own PT program. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for the participation. Todd Love, look forward to seeing you soon. Jennifer, say hi to Josh. And Catfish, be safe on the road. And Jeremy, I'm going to see you in 17 days. Later.